Now, let's evaluate the limit of x over x squared minus 9 as x approaches 3 from the right. So first, we have to factor this out. So the limit of x over x minus 3, x plus 3. As x approaches 3 from the right. So since wala na tayo pwedeng i-cancel dito, so we can now directly substitute. So we have 3 over, notice that this factor here, x minus 3, as it approaches 0, dadaan siya sa mga positive values. So that is now 0 positive times 6. So this becomes now 3 over 0 positive. Then from our previous theorem, 3 over 0 positive is equal to positive infinity. So we evaluate the limit of x squared minus 1 over 1 plus 2x as x approaches negative 1/2 from the left. So since wala naman tayong kailangang i-factor sa denominator, so we can directly substitute. So negative 1/2 squared, that is 1/4, minus 1 is negative 3/4, divided by 1 plus 2 times negative 1/2. So notice that here, as it approaches 0, dumadaan siya sa negative values. So that is 0, negative. Therefore, by our previous theorem, negative constant over 0 negative is equal to positive infinity. Now, let's evaluate the limit of 1 minus x squared over the quantity 2 minus x raised to 4 as x approaches 2. So here, since magzi-0 yung baba natin at yung taas is constant, so we actually get the one-sided limits. So that is the limit of 1 minus x squared over 2 minus x raised to 4 as x approaches 2 from the left, and the limit of 1 minus x squared over 2 minus x raised to 4 as x approaches 2 from the right. So here, by direct substitution, we have negative 3 over, so kapag pinasok natin yung 2 dito from the left, so what are the values of x from the left? We have 2 minus 1, so that is 1. 2 minus 0, that is 2. 2 minus negative 1, so that is 3. 2 minus negative 2, so that is 4. So at its approaches 0, dadaan siya sa positive values, therefore that is 0 positive. Tapos na raised to 4 pa siya, so sure tayo na siya ay positive. Therefore, this is now negative infinity. On the other hand, kapag ito naman yung gagamitin natin, so we have negative 3 sa taas over, kapag tinignan nyo ito, saan ba siya dadaan? 2 minus 3 is negative 1. 2 minus 4 is negative 2. So we have 0, negative. However, pag ni-raise natin yan to 4, magiging positive pa rin siya. So negative 3 over 0 positive, kaya negative infinity. Notice in this example, na kahit yung left or right, ang kunin mo, same sila na mag-negative infinity. Why? Kasi nga, yung denominator natin naka-raise sa 4. Sa even number. And we know that any number, be it positive or negative, raised to an even number, is always positive. Now, let's evaluate the limit of x squared minus 2 over x minus 1 as x approaches 1 from the left. So by our previous theorem, sabi nga natin kanina, we can actually get the limits of the individual terms. So we have x approaches 1 from the left minus the limit of 2 over x minus 1 as x approaches 1 from the left. So by substitution, this is now equal to 1 squared, so that is just equal to 1, minus the limit of 2 is 2 over, so from the left of 1 we have 0 negative. So that is now 1 minus negative infinity. Then by our previous theorem, this is now equal to 1 minus negative infinity is positive infinity. So we evaluate now the limit of 1 over x squared minus 9 plus 2x over x plus 3 as x approaches negative 3 from the left. So from here, we can get the limit of the sum. So we have the limit of 1 over x squared minus 9 as x approaches negative 3 from the left plus the limit of 2x over x plus 3 as x approaches negative 3 from the left. So this becomes now, we can actually factor this out, x squared minus 9, that is equal to x plus 3 x minus 3. So by direct substitution, we have 1 over x plus 3, that is 0. But this is 0 from the left times negative 3 minus 3 is negative 6. Plus, we have here negative 6 over, so this is 0 from the left. So this is equal now to 1 over 0 positive, kasi nga 0 negative times negative 6, so 0 positive, plus negative 6 over 0 negative, that is negative 6 over 0 negative, which is equal to positive infinity. Then this is also equal to positive infinity. And we know that the sum of two positive infinities is equal to positive infinity. Now let's evaluate this limit, the limit of the quantity 2x over 3 plus x minus 5 times 7 over x minus 3 as x approaches 3 from the left. So we get the individual limits. We have the limit of 2x over 3 as x approaches 3 from the left plus the limit of x minus 5 as x approaches 3 from the left times the limit of 7 over x minus 3 as x approaches 3 from the left. So the limit of this is 2 times 3 over 3, so that is just equal to 2, plus, so the limit of this is 3 minus 5 is negative 2, times the limit of this is 7 over, so x minus 3 approaches 0 passing through the negative value. So we have 0, negative. So we now have 2 plus negative 2. So 7 over 0 negative is negative infinity, or that is now equal to 2 plus positive infinity, and that is equal to positive infinity. So let's evaluate the limit of negative 1 over 1 minus x squared plus 2x cubed over x plus 1 as x approaches negative 1 from the right. So this becomes the limit of negative 1 over, we can factor this out, 1 minus x and 1 plus x as x approaches negative 1 from the right, plus the limit of 2x cubed over x plus 1 as x approaches negative 1 from the right. So here we have, by direct substitution, negative 1 divided by 1 minus negative 1 is 2 times 1 plus x approaches 0 and passing through the positive values. Okay. Plus, we have 2 times negative 1 raised to 3, that is negative 2, divided by so x plus 1 approaches 0 from the right, so passing through the positive values. So that is now equal to negative 1 over 0 positive is negative infinity plus negative 2 over 0 positive is equal to negative infinity. Or that is now equal to negative infinity.